And of course, RG500 speaks for itself. Highly collectible, highly expensive, an absolute
about to have a full engine rebuild.
Wow.
VXR 400 race bike, belongs to Barry New, very, very well-known Wellington racer of his day. And up on the wall there, to your right, Chris, is Barry's race suit and helmet. And the plan is to put the bike underneath the ride gear, and we'll do a little bit of a dossier on Barry and
nice.
But he still owns the bike, and it's on here on loan.
So you see,
beautifully prepared motorcycle.
VXR, not ZXR.
ZXR, sorry.
ZXR.
I'm talking Honda language as opposed to Kawasaki.
And CB1100R. Now, this is the 82 model looking at the rear seat, or is it an 80 with an 82 seat?
This is a replica bike.
Oh.
So it's actually a CB900 with a board motor, and it's got some of the original Go Fast stuff on it from the 1100, like the alloy tank, but the rest of the bike is replica.
This was actually quite common back then, if I recall, 900s into 1100s. Yep. It was a cheats way.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, one of these in original livery costs a lot of money.
Oh, yes.
And they're very rare. They were limited to Australia, New Zealand production. We were the first in the world to get this model. But look, it's just hiding the parts that
don't need to know about.
Yep.
Yep, so the first model, the CB1100R, didn't have a full fairing, if I recall. It had a half fairing.
Correct.
And then the RC, which was the 82, had the full fairing, and I think they're the best looking of all of them.
Yep.
So I got a PC800 Pacific Coast. Yep, excellent bikes. Well known for having the trunk which moves upwards and opens up.
Yes, a boot.
A boot, yes.
As a trunk in America, a boot everywhere else in the world.
And speaking of America, this is a Nighthawk S, which was made for the American market. 700? 700, which basically is CBX 750 D-board or D-stroked?
Not sure.
Not sure, yeah.
This one has some motor problems, and you can tell by the puddle of oil underneath it.
Nothing to see there.
Yeah. A Honda leaking oil. How
it doesn't happen.
Got a lovely coat of dust on it too, so we'll be terrible and wipe it off.
These were 16-inch rear wheel too, I believe, and a shaft drive.
Shaft drive, yes.
Shaft drive.
Yes. And definitely 16-inch, yep.
Yeah. ST1100, Traverse V4.
V4, beautiful touring bike.
Is it longitude or Traverse? No, longitude, isn't it? Because it's...
I say in line with the V.
Yeah, we'll call it inline V. That sounds good enough. Yep. Basically the big cousin of the PC800.
Yeah, considerably different. V4 engine, V twin engine.
But more of the tourer, next step up for the tourer, yes, rather than configuration.
A more capable tourer. The PC was kind of somewhere heavyweight commuter, urban transport, but it is a capable tourer, but a little bit gutless.
Depends on your definition of gutless, of course. And Goldwing 1200.
1200, yeah.
Now, interstate or Espincade?
Yes, Espincade.
Espincade, right.
Sorry.
Interstate.
I have an Espincade 1500.
Right.
It's not here today. It's sitting on my driveway.
Shouldn't really ask when it's right there.
Can't know everything, Chris.
I try to. And of course the Concours, is it?
14, Concours 14.
Is it ZG?
It's a ZG 1400. Yes. Beautiful touring bike. I use this bike for distance riding. Wonderfully capable. I think it's more sport bike than it is tourer. Shaft drive, incredibly reliable, and it can foot it with the sports bikes if you. Not that I would ever do that.
No, of course not.
This will test you. This one will test you.
Honda Lead.
Spacey
Lead was the other one.
Yes.
Because one of them had the pop-up headlight.
250 4-stroke, very capable commuter scooter. Little wheels, 10-inch, horrible, but purchased from a lady I met through the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and her name is Sue, so I call this Sue's bike. And when I originally saw the bike, it was covered in ladybirds, butterflies, flowers, and small stickers. When I went to pick the bike up, she'd taken them all off, and we're going to redecorate the bike with the view of doing the scooter safari challenges with some more, let's see it, flora and fauna on it.
Awesome. And of course, everyone knows the VTR 1000. Now, I'm going to have a bit of a quiz here, because the quick way of doing this is the first gen model with the 16-litre tank.
No.
Okay.
This is a late model one with the magnesium castings and the large tank.
So the dash was not the giveaway?
I think it depends where they come from in the world as to what speedo they have, what dashboard.
Yeah, because this
is a 2000 and somewhere around 2000. It's a late-ish model one.
Yeah, because the one I look at is that if it's got the analog dash, then it's the first model, and then the digital speedo is the second. But okay, that's obviously not right.
No, that's true for the SP1 digital speedo. So
okay.
So the original speedo had offset rev counter, and this one the parallel. No, this one's the offset one. The other ones were parallel, and I think they had a white screen, a white speedo rev counter on them.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to be a know-it-all here.
There's actually one out the back, a silver one, which I'm doing some work on at the moment. Bonneville 750 T100. Not sure whether you would have picked that. Triumph.
Yes, I was going to take a guess. I'm not really hugely up with all the different models of the Triumph, but yeah, this is the Hinckley model, they call it.
Yes, made out of the bits that were left. This is my Distinguished Gentleman's Ride bike, so I'll be running on the 19th of May 2024, hopefully leading the ride as ride host. I have that privilege, and a beautiful bike.